Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on a Monday. Well, are they taking the gloves off? It certainly seems that the Canadian Prime Minister is taking the gloves off or is about to take the gloves off from the news today. If you haven't heard already, he invoked what you call the Emergencies Act. Yes, the Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau has invoked the never before, this has never been used before, apparently, and I'm not up on Canadian law and such as that and the government that much, but he has invoked this Emergencies Act, which gives the federal government there special powers to crack down on protesters in times of emergencies. So he said he is using this to quell the protesters in Ottawa and those who are protesting blocking other border crossings. He said that this is about helping keep citizens safe. It's all about your safety for the greater good. We've heard that before somewhere, haven't we? Yes. Now, not all of the premiers are happy about this. Now, the Quebec Premier, Francois Legault. That is a cool name, all right? I got to digress here for a minute, but Francois, I mean, can you tell somebody your name is It's not Francis, no, it's Francois Legault. That is an awesome name, so cool. Anyway, yes, I digressed there. But anyway, Francois warned that he did not want this in his province, saying that this is not the time to throw fuel on the fire. He's got a point. He also said that this is too divisive. Well, maybe he hasn't been on the memos. That's the object of the game, I believe, for a lot of the powers that be. It seems that way, at least. But anyway. Now, counter to that, the Ontario Premier vowed serious consequences for the protesters who are still gathered in Ottawa. Never mind their peaceful protesting. I mean, at least I haven't heard of any criminal activity. At least, you're going to have a bad apple or two, but from the way it looks, they've been very peaceful as far as protesting. I mean, they're not burning down cities or looting with impunity, but they're going to, quote unquote, face serious consequences. And they probably will if they keep it up. Now, back to the border crossings. The border, you probably heard, I think this was Sunday, but the border, the Ambassador Bridge that connects Detroit with Windsor, Canada, it has reopened. The police came in pretty strong. They used some military, what used to look like some military troops or military-styled troops to arrest some people, and that has been opened up. Now, there is a border connecting Alberta and Montana that is still closed. So that is kind of an update there. Now, you might be saying, Dawg, why are you spending so much time talking about Canada? Most of the viewers, yes, are in the United States here, and I'm in the United States, but we do have a fair amount of viewers in Canada. And I like to cover this kind of thing. This is huge. This is a big deal up there. It's just right, our northern neighbors. And a lot of things affect us just like things here affect Canadians. So you might be saying, well, how does it affect us? It's not going to happen here. Well, I would beg to differ. It very well could. I know in the United States, there is a law. It's called the Insurrection Act of 1807. Now, this is a federal law that empowers the President of the United States to deploy the U.S. military within the United States. What it would do is federalize National Guard troops to use to suppress civil disorder, insurrection, or rebellion. Now, you may remember there was some debate back in 2020 when we had all the protests and all the rioting going on and just about every major city in the United States, there was a lot of talk about Trump using this, but he didn't. He held back. He didn't use it. And so it's very ironic that, do you think that, let me know what you think. Do you think this would be used? Let's say the United States truckers are able to gather in force and start out in California like they're talking about and try to cross the country. This is something they could use, to shut that down. They may not even have to use this to shut it down. Who knows? But it's just something I thought about. But it would not surprise me if they did. They could also use this, with all kind of protesting going on. I also believe, I just have a feeling that we're going to start seeing more protests in general. And this could be not just in the United States or Canada, but all over the world by just the people. I mean, I think unless things start to turn around quickly with the economy, you've got runaway inflation like crazy. I mean, it's getting to the point where people, the middle class, not just those in the lower, the poverty levels and such, but a big bulk of populations are really having to struggle now with not making ends meet, but food and just the ever rising cost of everything, not just groceries, but everything else, to where people are really strapped big time. I mean, you got the house note, you got the rent, you got all these other bills, everything's going up, and people are not happy in general. So I believe we could see this, especially over the spring and summer. The weather is going to get warmer. That's when you start seeing people get out in the streets more. I really do believe you're going to start seeing more protests from just everyday people, So let me know what you think about that. But I really do think we're going to start seeing this. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, heck, we're taxed 9 ways to Sunday anyway. And then all this and, Joe average six pack is probably getting the feeling that, hey, we're tired of getting the shaft here. Something's got to give. Something. I digress again. But anyway, that's just been on my mind. But I believe that, especially watching what was going on in the Ambassador Bridge and what we're going to see in Ottawa, already seeing with police. And I'm pro-police. I've been pro-police, but I just have a bad feeling. I believe that over the last couple of years, a lot of good police have left. There's still a lot of good ones. Oh yeah, I mean, but so many have retired. That's a tough position anyway. But I just have a feeling, especially going forward, the National Guard, the police, they're not necessarily going to be on your side. Now, that may depend on where you live, what county you're in, what city, what town, but by and large, don't count on them to be on your side, even if you're just peacefully protesting. So be careful where you go. Be careful what you do. Just saying. That's my feeling. Now, a quick update on the Russia-Ukraine situation. The tensions are higher than ever. So we're all kind of watching that. Of course, I did see this is kind of humorous. I did see a little report right before making this video. It said that a German military plane carrying around 70 soldiers, that's 70 soldiers, landed in Lithuania earlier today, Monday, in an effort to shore up NATO defenses in the region. 70 soldiers. Well, thanks, Germany. We really appreciate that. I'm sure. I mean, thanks a pantload for such a sacrifice. Sorry. I just had to get a little laugh out of that. I'm sorry. But yeah. No matter what side you're on, that's kind of humorous, I just think. Anyway. Had to share that. Okay, verse. Okay, here we go. Verse today is from Ecclesiastes. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12 says, though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So think about that. I mean, I think, we're stronger together, whether that's your partner, spouse, friends, each other, your brother and sisters in Christ. If we stick together, we help one another out, we look out for one another, fellowship together, we're stronger, safety in numbers. So let's not be on an island and try to help our brothers and sisters out, as well as our family. So just a reminder, be thinking about that. Share your thoughts. That is all I have for the moment. Keep an eye on all these stuff going on in the world. There's so much happening right now. We got to keep an eye on here. So in the meantime, take care, be aware, be safe out there. God bless you. I'll see you soon.